We are promised light at the end of the tunnel. In his first briefing since his illness, our Prime Minister encouraged us to look forward to a time when we can move out of lockdown and start to pick up the threads again. But for now, we stay where we are, behind our front doors, calling across the street to neighbours out to clap for carers on Thursdays, sharing in virtual meetings, making phone calls to one another. Lockdown is a different experience for each of us. Some have gardens, some are in flats. Some are homeschooling, others can only see their grandchildren via Zoom. For everyone, this is a time of separation from those we love, anxiety about their well-being. We miss each other and look forward to the time when we can be back together again. It's good to look forward in hope, to imagine the good times we shall have together. Yet, if we spend all our time trying to gaze over the horizon, we lose sight of our present world. And our God is a God of the present as well as the future. From my window, I can see a horse chestnut tree. At the start of lockdown, it was bare and wintry. Gradually, the green has swept over its branches, and now it's in full bloom, covered in creamy pyramids of blossom. Before lockdown had started, I hadn't even noticed it was there. Jesus talks about paying attention to the little things of life. Consider the lilies of the fields, how they grow, he says. Here today, gone tomorrow. If I don't pay attention now, I will miss them. Or, look at the birds of the air. Well, a chance would be a fine thing, I say to myself as another brown blur whizzes past. But I find myself listening to birdsong in a way I haven't done for years, and it's amazing. And what about those phone calls or video chats with people you haven't had time to speak to for ages? They are moments for laughters or tears together. Environmental scientists say the Earth is changing for the better, at least in the short term. Pollution levels have dropped significantly since lockdown began. Are there other ways in which life might change for the better through this time? Perhaps God is also giving us the opportunity to take time to enjoy the contours of the present moment, the unnoticed details of the spaces we inhabit. For they reveal in many ways that this is God's world, and they invite us to rejoice and be glad in it. And now a prayer for strength in difficulties from the Roots website. Let us pray. Lord, when times are hard, when we wait for a rescue but do not know how long we must wait, sustain us with the presence of your love. Remind us of the signs of your presence we have known in the past. Assure us that you have not abandoned us, and give us your strength.